Bitcoin dumped exactly towards the downside like we discussed in yesterday's video, and on today's video I will exactly discuss the most important support for Bitcoin, why this has been happening for Bitcoin, what are my next targets for this move towards the downside, and when will Bitcoin be finding support. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap on the like button back above 600 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And yes guys, yesterday I talked about that Bitcoin was breaking below this very important support line and was breaking below the symmetrical triangle, and that my price targets were going to be somewhere around $35,000, and exactly that was the target we've been reaching. Right now Bitcoin still remains to be actually holding up the upward sloping support line, what is still quite a decent thing here, but actually also we are still holding up this green box of support, so things are still looking quite decent. Only Bitcoin saw a small correction, and I've been saying this on the channel for a while here on the top side, that Bitcoin was looking like it was topping out and that it was looking very dangerously. Why? Is because we saw the funding rate was extremely high, and now it is coming down again here, and even on some exchanges it is negative, what means that there are more short positions active. But this is a very good wipeout in the market, because on this move towards the downside that Bitcoin created here, we saw more than $400 million in Bitcoin open interest getting wiped out in just a matter of a few hours. This move towards the downside is purely to be shaking out these long positions. So I exactly said it on yesterday's video. I said it on literally the last 4 or 5 videos here on the channel. And yeah, right now, honestly, I think Bitcoin is going to see somewhat of sideways consolidation. I do remain to be thinking that we're going to be holding up the upward sloping support line. But if we do fail to hold this level, honestly, my next target is going to be this region right here, around 33.5 to $34,000. And if we break that level, I think the next big support is going to be 31 to 31,500. So these are my support targets on the lower side, and I'm going to show them in the charts in a second from now on. But like I discussed yesterday, guys, this is why it is so important to identify the trends here, because yesterday we saw a change of character after Bitcoin created that lower low in the market right here, right? We created that lower low, and that was basically the change of character. And once again, I've been discussing it so many times before on the channel. First, you have these not very exponential move, then a little bit more exponential move, and then boom, the exponential move towards the downside. So I do right now think that the move towards the downside is over, because this is the typical behavior Bitcoin has. And honestly, what I'm expecting is most likely sideways consolidation between 35/34 to $38,000. So if you want to be trading or benefiting from any volatility Bitcoin is right now creating, make sure to go to BYBIT, because if you sign up an account on BYBIT, you can claim a deposit bonus up to $40,000, and without this link is only $400, and you can actually claim an insane extra deposit bonus. You can claim a free $1,000 airdrop position for only depositing $100 within the first 7 days after signing up. And one thing is very important, you have to sign up using that link below. Otherwise, you can't claim it. So super simple to do, and you could be claiming this insane deposit bonus right now. Further on, we can see that Bitcoin, of course, created that bearish divergence. We talked about the momentum loss as well on the channel for quite a while right now here. So yeah, Bitcoin is creating some bearish momentum. However, on the imminent short term right now, we are creating a higher high on the on the price action and a lower low on the RSI. So Bitcoin is right now creating a hidden bullish divergence. Honestly, I am not super bearish right now anymore. I don't necessarily think that Bitcoin is going to drop significantly, and I've discussed this many times before. If Bitcoin really were to be coming down towards, let me quickly search for the chart, towards this level right here, if it really comes down to $30,000 to $32,000, it honestly would be a gift. So if Bitcoin comes down towards that level, I'm going to be benefiting from it. I'm going to be opening up big positions. But yes, on the imminent short term, we're seeing some slight momentum loss for Bitcoin. Also on the daily time frame, we're creating a small little bearish divergence right here. But honestly, we're seeing Bitcoin has been going up very exponentially towards the upside. And honestly, I won't be surprised if we're going to see somewhat of this price action, like some consolidation right here, and then the ETF news is going to hit the market and Bitcoin is going to go to the next stage. And honestly, for the price action of Bitcoin, it would be also very good if we're going to see somewhat of consolidation around this region. And yes, guys, if we are going to be looking at the bigger perspective, honestly, Bitcoin is just looking super bullish. We're creating that cup and handle breakout. We're breaking out of the massive symmetrical triangle, and quickly going to be giving you guys a heads up here. But in the past 24 hours, we saw more than $300 million in crypto liquidation. So it feels like we're re-entering a bull market again, because that is also the periods where we're seeing so many liquidations. But this time around, it was in long liquidation. So be careful with longing the market once it is so overextended. And that is why I think it's important to watch these videos, because I warned you guys for the last 7 days that this was not really the time to be looking at longs, because the risk was most certainly increasing. Because if everyone is longing, I don't really think it's the best time to long, because if everyone is leaning to the left side, usually Bitcoin goes to the right side. Also, a thing to be considering here is Ethereum, and Ethereum got also once again rejected from that $2,100 barrier, and this is actually the level that we want to be breaking, because if we break this level, we're breaking out of this massive ascending triangle, and this ascending triangle is a price target around $5,000. So yeah, this is quite massive. So this was it for me in today's update video. It was definitely a very short update video, but I quickly wanted to be updating everyone about what was going on here. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.